Okay, I believe we are live. How are we all doing? Welcome back to Goals Galore. How are we all doing? And welcome back to another live watch on the channel. Today, it's an absolutely massive game. It's the South Coast Derby. 16 miles separate the two clubs, Southampton and Portsmouth. It's red versus blue. Once you pick a side, you do not cross the border, as Harry Redknapp famously found out, of course, and then, of course, returned back to Portsmouth. It's a massive game. It's the first time in ages it's being played, and we are here live for it. Hopefully everyone goes on to enjoy the stream. If you do, please be sure to drop a like. Let's aim for 20 likes on the stream, and subscribe to the channel if you are new. Welcome in everyone to the live chat as well. We've got Joshua straight away with a 2-0 Southampton prediction. We've got Jembo in here as well. Loving life. Watching it on ITV. Love that, of course. Yeah, that was pretty good that they were putting a few games this season on there. It helps everyone out, doesn't it? So that's pretty good. My score prediction for this one, before I forget, 3-3. May have got carried away there. After I put the video out, I sort of thought, I don't actually think it's going to end 3-3, but I'll stick with it now. The last two derbies have ended in the league, have ended 1-1 and 2-2, so I sort of went one better than that for 3-3. But the last time this game was played in the league was, ages ago. The last meeting between the two sides was in 2019 at Fratton Park in the League Cup, where Southampton won 4-0. But of course they were 2 tiers higher than Portsmouth then. But today they're in the same tier, the second tier, and it's going to be, I can't wait for this. I absolutely love watching derbies. Of course, the South Wales Derby isn't here this season. That's one I'm always really excited for, really nervous for. Of course, we've got the Steel City Derby in the Championship as well. We've got the South Coast Derby. There's many more as well. But this one, it's got a lot of expectation to live up to from things I've heard. I've been watching clips of previous derbies between these two sides as well, so hopefully this one lives up to the expectations this afternoon. Also today we've got the Manchester Derby on in the Premier League later on, but I don't, the bigger derbies these days, when they're getting played every season, just become quite repetitive, don't they? The ones like this that have had a big weight, highly anticipated, and sometimes they're the better games. So hopefully that is the case here this afternoon. Jembo says, put my predictions in your video, but I can't find them. I'll have a look now for you, mate. I'm pretty sure I saw your predictions. Can't believe how well that video's done, by the way, guys. Thank you everyone that has watched it and dropped your comments. Where are you? Jembo, here we go. You said 2-1 Portsmouth. 2-1 Portsmouth in that one. That'll be a very interesting game, I imagine, today. Hopefully, anyway. So, who do you want to win? Who do you think will win? For me, it's basically the same, actually. I think it will be a draw. I can't separate them. I think there's going to be a lot of lit drama in this one. I think first half, maybe we'll get one goal, but then second half, I think floodgates open. It's going to be a great tie. I'm messing the stream up here. Right, so we're 5 minutes away from kickoff then. Here we go. They're showing the promotional videos for it. The fans, it means so much to fans every derby day. And if the players don't give 100%, well, they'll not be thanked for it by the fans. Portsmouth could fight with all their power. To be fair, Portsmouth, they've got a very good squad. I mean, two squads here with a lot of quality in there. For Southampton, the hosts, of course, it looks like they've gone with a back four. They've got debuts given to Finn Azaz from Middlesbrough and Tom Fellows from West Brom. I mean, the fact that Southampton have signed both of them is just, crazy. The firepower there is crazy. But then for Portsmouth, they've brought in the likes of John Swift and Connor Chaplin into their midfield this summer. And they're fantastic players. Really good players. So honestly, this one could go either way. It's just who wants it more. The players and officials are in the tunnel. Jack Stevens going to lead out the Saints. Let's turn up a little bit more. I want to hear the atmosphere roar from the crowd as these players walk out the tunnel. Welcome in, Scrinton. How are we doing? Do you know what games are on ITV this year? There was a list. If I do find it, I'll definitely let you know. Remind me at half time and I'll have a quick look in between the half time quiz. Here we go then. 16 miles separate the two clubs on the south coast. Red or blue, you do not cross the divide. Southampton, of course, they've had the most recent success in this fixture, but it's Portsmouth who are rising through the divisions. And they meet here in the middle in the second tier. The team news for you. For Southampton, it's Stevens and Harwood Bellis at the back, with Manning and Rosalev also starting. It's Downs and Charles in midfield. Ahead of them, Fraser, Azaz and Fellows giving support to lone striker Cameron Archer. On the bench, some big players including Adam Armstrong and a lot of other summer recruits alongside him. Bazunu between the sticks for them. As for Portsmouth, of course, it's Schmidt in goal. He was really good last season with Portsmouth. Ogilvie, Poole, Swanson, Shaughnessy, Swift, Dazelle, Chaplin, Murphy, Segasic and Bishop, who leads the line. On the bench, the likes of Bianchini and Marlon Pack are in there, along with a few other recruits from the summer, such as Knight as well. Chaplin's very good. Yeah, he's a great player. Scrinton gone 3-2 Pompey. Yeah, it's going to be close, isn't it? It's going to be really close, this one. I just hope we get goals. We have done so far this match week. There's been plenty of action, plenty of goals. Hopefully more to come our way this afternoon. 20 games in FL on ITV this year. 10 for the Carabao Cup. 10 split between Championship League 1, 2. Oh, okay, wow. Welcome in, John. How are we doing, mate? Play at Pompey 3-1. Great to have the Pompey fans in here. And if there's any Southampton fans in here, let us know. But John, back in the away side here. Two sides that are got fantastic followings. Fan bases are very, very big. And this one will mean the world to them if they can get bragging rights over the other side. The return derby at Fratton Park is, I believe it's late January. So not too long when you really think about it. But of course they want to get the first derby back in the Championship, the first derby in the league in a long, long time. They want it to be their team that wins today. Robin fan living in Portsmouth. Oh, fair enough, John. Fair enough, mate. Welcome to the channel. Hopefully you enjoy the content, mate. Great to have you in here. It's going to be Portsmouth to get the derby underway here. Here we go. Andre Dazelle to kick us off at St Mary's. It means everything. Here we go then. Referee just checking he's got everything ready. Yeah, you can just feel the atmosphere and the tension through the television. Imagine being at St Mary's for this one. My word. Right, they're still waiting. And there we go. On the referee's whistle. The first half has begun. The ball is moving. And a long ball pumped forward straight away by Pompey, who win a throw-in straight away. The important thing about derbies these days is to manage the atmosphere and manage the emotions of the game, because it's so easy to get dragged into the emotions of it and just lose your head early doors. Of course, both of these sides hate each other, and for that, it could reflect onto the pitch. We could see a few big tackles early doors. Straight away, we're 30 seconds in, and the referee's talking to Will Still and John Musinho. Not too sure what's happened in the early stages. Yeah, the manager's facing off, as John says. For the halftime quiz, can it be Derby themed? As Manchester Derby and this Derby is on today. That's a good idea. Yeah, I could do 5 questions on the South Coast Derby, 5 questions on the Manchester Derby, potentially. If a goal happens, don't spoil due to delay. Cheers for putting that in, Jembo. Thank you very much. Not a shipping site. Of course, both of these clubs, both known for their ports, really. Portsmouth with the Navy, Southampton with the more commercial, worldwide shipping, if you will. I was reading up on the history of this one. Apparently, when Portsmouth won the FA Cup, the trophy was actually paraded at the old Southampton ground. What was it called? The Dell, wasn't it? So I found that very interesting. But of course, that was like mid 1900s. They've got a long way in the derby since then, and the rivalry really has taken off since that point. Pubs shut, buses stopped, stations closed. Long ball forward there from Schmidt into the left channel. Bishop appeals for offside. Bishop gets a ball into the box and away by Jack Stevens. And the first corner of the game goes the way of Portsmouth. It's been a good start for the away side here. And Josh Murphy goes across to take it. He was in, should have been in the... Was he actually in the championship team of the season last season? He should have been, with the amount of goal involvements he had. Can't quite remember now. It feels like it was months ago. The blue shirts pack inside that box. Referee just going across to double check the position of the ball. I think. Or someone threw something at him, I think. Handed something over to the referee. Well, looked like he was going to check the position of the ball, but no, someone, the Southampton fans have chucked something at Josh Murphy. And now the referee going across. Well, it's kicking off earlier. It looked like a bottle top. Hands it over to the 4th official. I think it was a bottle top. The vape, is it? Oh, okay. And after a short break in play, the corner will now be taken. Josh Murphy. In it goes, right footed. It's still in the mixer, and Bazunu dives onto the ball. Getting wild already. I know, it's exciting. The only thing about derbies is I wish they all got played at on a Saturday, even if it's like Saturday evening or like Saturday lunchtime. Because on a Sunday, it's a little bit dead, isn't it? But this rivalry bringing the heat to the Sunday this time. It's a horrible day where I am in Swansea. Let us know what the weather's like where you are. Here's Manning. Down it goes. Freaking Paul wins the header up towards Segasic. And they're playing through the third year. Pompey. Really good bit of play. They drive inside. Southampton with Downs. Backtracking. Long shot. Deflected wide. Just in slow motion went past Bazunu's far post there. Good game so far, says John. It is, mate. Yeah, cannot get enough of it at the moment. Really good. Thunderstorms for Jembo. My word. Will Still versus John Mousinho is the rivalry in the dugout. And that is an interesting one. 2 highly rated coaches in the EFL. Ball goes over the top there for Portsmouth, and Bazunu brings it back into his penalty box. Out to the left-hand side. Long ball forward by Manning is blocked, and to be fair, so far Portsmouth looking the better of the two sides. On the front foot, closing Southampton down early doors. And it's what you want in a derby. You want to be straight from the off, put the pressure on the opposition, especially if you're away from home. Just get straight into it. Dull overcast in Portsmouth. Hopefully that's not a symbol of what's going to happen in the derby today, though. Scrinson, it's 32 degrees, sat by the pool in Tenerife. Hopefully having a great time in Tenerife there, Scrinson. Throwing on the far side, it's Manning. And Southampton finally advancing up the pitch. Manning. Down it goes to Finazaz. In the box now are Southampton. Flynn Downs. Keeps the ball moving. Charles. Back out to the left-hand side here for Southampton. Fraser getting involved now. And Portsmouth push them back to the halfway line. Long ball over by Howard Bellis. Searching for Cameron Archer. But Regan Poole's not going to give up that easy. It's been a really fast-paced start to this one. What we like to see in a derby, of course. Switcher play out to the right-hand side. Ogilvie. Oh, his header goes the wrong way. And Tom Fellows is into the box. But the blue shirts of Portsmouth survive the latest scare from Southampton. Ogilvie. It gets under it. Good header. But then he's just flicked it behind him and played a really good ball in for Tom Fellows. Now, usually that's a simple header for him, but maybe the nerves creeping in for some of the Portsmouth players here. Long ball forward, and Flynn Downs does really well, and somehow, I don't think that was a foul personally, but the referee's seen that differently. Flynn Downs won the ball against Chaplin. The referee says he's dragged him down in the process. So free kick. Portsmouth in the centre circle. Out to left hand side for Josh Murphy. Cuts inside on the right foot. Shot. Blocked away. Another shot goes in. Oh my word, off the bar. Portsmouth were inches away from taking a spectacular lead here. Oh my word. What a shot that was. Comes straight back out to him. It's so inviting to hit. Trying to curl it around Bazunu. Does he get a save on that? No, he doesn't. It beats the keeper. Goes back off the bar for Dazelle. What a goal that would have been. There's been some spectacular goals in this derby before. And that would have been the latest to the catalogue. John says, Swansea are doing better than people thought. What are your thoughts? No, I thought after the summer we've had, we have to be up there this season, in and around the playoffs. Yesterday, heartbreak. Can't believe it, really. We just sat back and allowed Hull to, score, but it was never 7 minutes to be added on in the first place. But happened, and we just got unlucky with the deflection. Just went straight to Egan, and then he just hammered it in. But no, we've spent the most money we've spent in a summer transfer window since we're in the Premier League. So a lot of ambition at Swansea at the moment, and we just need the results now to come with it. Jembo says so close. It was. I can't believe that. I thought that was in. I'm sure many in the away end at St Mary's also thought that was in. 10 minutes in to the South Coast derby. Still 0-0 just about. Portsmouth going the closest so far. Bit of head tennis here for Southampton. Fraser up towards Archer. It goes out for a throw-in to Portsmouth. Millwall are doing decent, but we should get better as the league progresses. Yeah, I think that'll be the case for quite a lot of the sides. I mean, there's so many draws in the Championship. If you can't win it, don't lose it. Get a draw. But it's always frustrating, of course, when you're winning and then you get pegged back. But Millwall, of course, they're doing well this season, aren't they? Who did they play? Who did they play yesterday? Millwall. Millwall yesterday. I can't remember who Millwall played. Oh, Charlton, of course. Yes, of course. Yeah, 1-1 draw. Yeah, decent game. Watched the first half an hour of that one before I went down to the Swans. Free kick here for Southampton. Bazunu to take on the left-hand side. Charlton yesterday, yes. I didn't see any of the goals though. Missed all the goals and the red card. I was surprised with Oxford yesterday getting a draw against Leicester. I think Leicester are just underperforming so far this season. Free kick the way of Portsmouth now. Draw it on, luckily. Yeah, loads of derbies now coming up in the English football leagues and the Premier League, of course. Manchester derby later on today. I won't be live for that one, unfortunately. I can't lie. This match week, probably this game was the one I'm most excited for a watch along anyway. It's the fact that this rivalry hasn't been played in ages in the league as well. I see Leicester not going up this season. I think they'll. I can't see Cifuentes staying the whole season there. Of course, Sellers got sacked this morning. I think Wilder's going to go back to Sheffield United. So a waste of 5 games really for Sheffield United and a transfer window. Wilder should have just stayed really. Ball down the line there by Poole, and Archer getting stuck in as well. When's your next watch along? I'll have to quickly have a look at the dates. Let's have a look. So, of course, tomorrow is anything on? I don't think so. No matches tomorrow. And then Tuesday. Tuesday's EFL Cups action. Crystal Palace Millwall. Ooh. Welcome in, FA. How are you doing? Can Southampton win the game? At the moment, they're the second best side on the pitch at the moment, but they've got the home crowd on them. And when you're at home in a derby, that's a huge advantage. And you do expect them to sort of grow into the game. And they'll get chances. Both sides will get chances. We've already seen it early doors. Both sides have made mistakes already. The nerves get into them. So there's definitely a possibility Southampton win this one. But also, Portsmouth have been looking good as well. So the next watch along, people, probably Tuesday, Crystal Palace Millwall. I'll let you know tomorrow to confirm it. And then Wednesday, we're up the Swans for a matchday vlog against Forest, which will be great. Thursday, not free. Friday, Middlesbrough versus West Brom, which is likely to be the next watch along after that for the Championship. And Saturday we will be live for Birmingham Swansea. So that's just a quick idea for this upcoming week. There's quite a few to look forward to. On the right hand side, it's Swanson. Ball into the centre away. It drops currently, shot blocked. Great block. A recovery from Shea Charles. Chaplin had loads of time and space. He waited for the ball to drop, and somehow Shea Charles just teleported into the box to block that one. But it's still alive for Portsmouth with Swanson in support for Segatic. He's used Swanson. Back it goes now to the halfway line. Portsmouth protecting the ball really well. John says, nice to see you Wednesday in 23rd. Here's Josh Murphy. Goes on the outside and it goes! Oh my word. Over the bar. Harwood Bellis just about tips it over. And at the moment, it's all Portsmouth. But Josh Murphy, once again the creator, beats Roeslev, the right back, with ease. Once again, a burst of pace into the box. Colby Bishop in a battle with Harwood Bellis at the front post. But it's the Southampton man that wins that battle for now. But Portsmouth have a corner. Let's be John Swift, who's returned to Portsmouth this summer. He goes short to Josh Murphy. Ball to the Wolves back post. Punched away by Bazunu. And Southampton win the free kick. Wow. We are so close from the opener here. Oh, what a game this is. It's a fast game, no signs of slowing down it. No signs of slowing down yet. Really good stuff. Middlesbrough, West Brom. I see them going up this season. That would be a great game. Yeah, we will be live for that one on Friday night. Unless I'm doing anything, I don't think I will be. Should be free. Here's Schmidt. Down it goes. Onto the left hand side. Bishop the target. Fellows in a foot race with Ogilvie. Schmidt's come a long way. Schmidt's lost out and gone down. And Portsmouth are very fortunate there that the referee has given them a free kick. Very fortunate. Fellows in a race. He was always going to win against Ogilvie. The keeper had to come. He was committed. He's come a long way there, Schmidt. Oh. Horrific challenge. Yeah, that wasn't good. That was not good at all. Collided with his own left back, Schmidt. That's not what Southampton. Not what Portsmouth would have wanted here, but Southampton really struggling to get out their own half. So it gives both sides a chance to go across the technical areas and speak to the managers and coaching staff. Red card, keeper should be. If Ogilvie wasn't there, that would be a discussion, wouldn't it? Thought keeper used his hands for a second. Hopefully they show another replay of it. Well, the physio is working on Nicholas Schmidt's hand at the moment. Ogilvie down and the medic also checking him out. And John Musinho not happy. He's talking to the full official here. Let's have a look. So still a break in play at the moment. Ogilvie's got a cut on his head. So this will take a few moments. So it gives me a chance to say, if you are enjoying the stream, please be sure to drop a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We are one away from 2,260. We're getting closer and closer to our Christmas Day goal of 2,500 subscribers. So be sure to join the journey and help us out to that goal. Would mean a lot. Adam Lallana in the backroom staff these days for Southampton. First team coach. I must have missed that one. East Anglian Derby on 5th of October on ITV and Sheffield Derby in November on ITV. Okay, so all the derbies are on ITV then, basically. Yeah, hopefully we'll be live for as many derbies as we can this season. Unless it clashes with the Swans, of course. But for most of them, we will be live. Thank you for that information, though, Jembo. So Ogilvie back on his feet and Schmidt getting his glove back on, so we will be able to continue play here. It's about, what was that, 3 or 4 minutes for the injury there. Backup goalkeeper for Portsmouth, just running back down the tunnel. Don't think he'll be needed yet. And we should be able to carry on now. So this is the interesting thing. Usually if you go down and have to receive treatment, you have to go off for 30 seconds. Of course you can't for the goalkeeper. But Ogilvie, what happens with him? Looks like he's he's allowed to stay on. That's an interesting talking point. Yeah, he is. Still on the pitch. Long ball forward from the resulting free kick, and Bazunu will collect that one with ease. FA Cup should have Cardiff versus Swansea. Other way round, I want it at Swansea. Swansea versus Cardiff at the Liberty. I want to play them this year. I do want to play them. Because, especially in January, I reckon we will be on fire. Hopefully, anyway. Long ball forward by Howard Bellis. Searching for Archer. Dazelle brings the ball down. Shaughnessy back to Schmid, who's on the ball for the first time since his injury. Looks to be okay now. Diagonal ball from Poole. Searching for Bishop. It bounces over, and Rosalev has got Murphy in support. Downs flicks it on. Finally brought down in midfield by Dazelle. Finds Josh Murphy once again on the left-hand side. They might have to double up on him because Rosalev is getting beat far too easily by the Portsmouth winger. And that's a main point of attack for Portsmouth so far in this one. Here's Poole. Back across it goes to Shaughnessy. Now Swift, who's dropped into a left-back role for the time being. Ogilvie advancing forward. Throw in Portsmouth here. So we're halfway through the first half here, the South Coast Derby. Still 0-0. But a lot of big talking points already in this one. Just waiting the opening goal of the game. But I think it's fair to say that Southampton, out of the two sides, have been the one where we're sort of questioning where they're at, because they've been quite underwhelming so far. But still a long, long way to go in this one. And sometimes in the derbies you just have to ride the waves and then your time will come. Regan Poole wins the free kick. Azaz says he was pulling his shirt. That was risky there from Regan Poole. Regan Poole does well enough just to keep all the ball there off Azaz. That's a very good signing for Southampton, Fellows and Azaz. That's a lot of goals from last season. And Schmid here has gone down once again, and they might be forced into a change here, Portsmouth. And it will be the goalkeeper coming off. The backup goalkeeper looks ready to come on. So Schmid down once again. It was due to that earlier instance where he should never really have come for the ball. Something up with his hand, it looks like. Not good, no. Goalie down again. Goalie off. Yeah, it goes back to that earlier instance. I don't know why he comes so far for that ball though. Yeah, he shouldn't be coming out that far. I do think he thinks there's more on the ball than there actually is. But then he's already committed, so he has to continue going, obviously. Otherwise, he leaves his left back with a lot of pressure on him. Yeah, so Schmid's coming off here. Not able to continue for Portsmouth. Not good news for them. But at least he is coming off and not risking the game. Of course, it is a big game. You do want to play in these sort of games as a player. But he's not risking it for his side. Here we go then. Smiles all round for the substitute and the goalkeeper coach. Don't know why it comes so far. Yeah, I know. It's a bizarre one, really. It's a long, long way. So, Schmid off and Ben Killip on. So, the Austrian is withdrawn for the Englishman. Ben Killip on for Portsmouth. Well, these derbies always bring up unusual things, really. And once again, goalkeeper having to come off is the most rare substitute to happen in football, really, isn't it? Today, we are seeing all of the rarities become a reality. So kill up. First action is to hoof the ball down into the left channel. It's got straight out of play. Not his fault though, good ball. "26 minutes played. Roaslev for the throw-in here. He's travelling a long way, mind. The throw-in was about 5 yards back that way. Ogilvie header into midfield and Shay Charles brings it back on the deck. Now here we go for Southampton and Manning. Fraser. This looks to be a promising attack here for Southampton. Fraser got Sedlicic with him. Turns backwards, finds Shay Charles once again. And I'll tell you what, we're looking at two really strong midfields this season between these two sides. You've got Charles and Downs, which that for a DM partnership is one of the best in the division. And then they got Finnazaz ahead of them, and that's just the starting three. For Portsmouth, of course, though, you've got Dazelle, Swift, and Chaplin. I mean, they're both very strong, aren't they? How are we doing, Kieran? Welcome in. I just need to post about passing all your exams. Congratulations and GT for yesterday. Thank you very much, Kieran. I appreciate that, mate. And yeah, yesterday, annoying game, but saw it coming. And you probably should have scored before that, to be fair, before the 97th minute. But Vigouroux forced into a lot of big saves. But yeah, it was always coming. Just couldn't see the game out. And fair play to Hull. They were relentless and kept coming at us. And yeah, got the goal. The only thing I'm a bit annoyed at is that 7 minutes added on. It was never 7, but yeah, it's happened. So we move on. But a point is a point. You take it. Referee get involved in the action there. He's trying to play himself. Which side's you on, ref? So it will be a drop ball, of course. Referee joins in. Nice passage, John. So here is Poole. Does anyone have any plans for this Sunday? Let us know what you're up to. For me, of course, later on we will tune into a little bit of the Manchester derby. But as I said before, you know, derbies like this that haven't been played for a long time, or in the EFL, there's so much more riding on it. Like for Man United and Man City, if you ask a Man United fan who they hate more, they always say Liverpool. But that's not, you know, it's not the Manchester derby, is it? I just feel like there's not much hate there anymore between them two sides. Whereas like this derby, local derby, and they actually hate each other, so much better. My plans are to watch football. We love that. A day of football on a Sunday. It should be a National Football Day on a Sunday. Ball in midfield for Dazelle, who was cut a bit short that pass, but he is able to recover. And here we go, Ogilvie, the furthest man forward into the box. Away by Manning, coming back to recover there for Southampton. And Southampton just haven't got going so far. We're watching the Manchester derby later, I think, says Kieran. Yeah, it's one everyone always watches, isn't it? But it's just not much between the fans, I really think, anymore. We should just do EFL derbies. Yeah, Red Derby are always on Sunday. Yeah, they are. Always 4:30 on a Sunday. Sellers is going to be sacked by Sheffield United. Why he was doing so well. Yeah, he was sacked this morning. I can't even speak. What's going on? He was sacked this morning, and they're looking to bring in Chris Wilder back in. Free kick the way of Southampton there. Not sure what for. A scratch of the head from John Musinho, who I think will be the happier of the two managers at this point. It's also interesting for Southampton for this one. They have changed their approach. Whenever I've watched Southampton so far this season, of course we're only in match week 5, but they have been playing with a back three. Today they've opted for the fullback. No wing backs. Instead they've gone with wingers instead. I don't really like watching football on Sundays. I just prefer football to always be on Saturdays. Yeah, me too. You know, go back like 10 years and on a Saturday 3 p.m. you'd have like 9-10 games. For the Premier League you'd have like 8 3 p.m. kickoffs, so 12:30, and then maybe like one Sunday game or one 5:30 game. It was brilliant because when you went to match of the day, then you'd have all 10 games on match of the day, and then of course it started doing some on the Sunday, like 2 or 3. But now it's split up like 1 on a Friday, like 4 on a Saturday, some on a Sunday, some on the Monday. Like it's just too spread out now. Like it should be Saturdays, 3 o'clock for the football. It was just much better, much better. But of course, all the TV companies want to like split it up and all get their money from it as well. Here's Josh Murphy at the halfway line, long ball, switching the play over to the far side. Brought down really well by Segasic. Cuts inside, shot blocked, but it's still alive for Pompey. With Regan Poole back out to Swift now. Playing some really nice football now. Down the channel it goes, and he's blocked off by Howard Bellis there. And it remains 0-0. 13 minutes before half time. Welcome in to Grinson 2. How are we doing? A pint at St Mary's is £6.90. To be fair, seen worse, but still. Almost £7 for a pint. Yeah, it isn't great. But we have seen worse prices than that. Whereas Southampton next at home. Ooh, that's a tricky one. Southampton moving through the gears. Into midfield they go, and the first time they've really looked promising. Out to the right hand side, it's a fluid attack. Tom Fellows now, he's got Ogilvie to beat. Fellows into the box, to the byline. Wins the first Southampton corner of the game. Ogilvie does really well there, stopping the cross. But Southampton with Tom Fellows always look dangerous, and they've won their first corner kick of the game. Where Ryan Fraser, it looks like, will go across to take this one. Most set piece goals this season. Southampton are on top with 4, joint top with Coventry and Oxford. Can they add to the tally here? Ryan Fraser, the Scotsman, delivers right footed all the way to the back post. Manning over the bar. It was always an inviting one to hit, and he did just that. It was always rising over Killip's goal. Yeah, I just use Final Score on BBC iPlayer. Yeah, I use that all the time, Jembo. All the time. Growing up as well. Never watched Soccer Saturday really. I think like twice in my life I've watched Soccer Saturday. It's always been Final Score. It's pretty good. It's just a shame that it's presented by a Cardiff fan most of the time, Jason Mohammed. At Old Trafford, £8 is chocolate and a Coca-Cola. Pool. Yeah, prices are crazy, aren't they? It's mental that that's like normal these days as well. But they just know they can charge whatever they want and people will pay it. Here's Fraser. Like yesterday at the Swans, a bottle of water was £2.75. You know, it's not extraordinary, but it's water. It's in a bottle. Like, what's so special about that? For £2.75. Manning down the line it goes and out of play for a throw-in. We are 10 minutes away from the break here at St Mary's. Portsmouth, the better of the two sides in this first 45. Well, first 35 so far. Welcome in, Paul. How are we doing? Great to have you in here, mate. Long throw in down the line towards Segasic. Into midfield it goes, and Swift to Chaplin. Out to Josh Murphy. He's got space and time to advance. 23 on his back. Drives at Royoslev. Goes a long way round again. And Royoslev, for the first time this afternoon, has won that battle against Josh Murphy. Up towards Archer. Fellows trying to get involved. And Dazelle forced all the way back to Killip in goal. Bottle of Coke at Hull is about £2.70. That's not bad. I think at Swans for a bottle of Coke is probably like £3.50 or something like that. Jembo, we talking about Euro 2028, says he might go to a game at Euro 2028. I'd love to go to a game at Euro 2028. Love to. Josh Murphy, heavy touch, and recovered well by Southampton. Yeah, good, thank you, Paul. Yeah, a bit gutted about yesterday for the Swans, but it is what it is, and I'm really excited for this game. I know we've played 36 minutes, and we've got some fan running onto the pitch, followed by about 8 stewards. So a little break in play. Pitch invader. I don't know why you'd pitch invade these days. Like, you know, that's your last time you ever go into a football stadium. You're getting a banning order now. Fair play. Like, what's the point in that? You get like 10 seconds on the pitch to look like a clown. And you're banned from the stadium now for the rest of your life. What? Why would you do it? Got a little pitch invasion. Yeah, it's funny, but when you really like think about it, like it's just stupid. Like, what are you doing? Heartham Entertainment come early, yeah. Here's Ogilvie. Back it goes to Poole. Welcome in, Eugene. How are you doing? Did you hear the news about Ricky Hatton? Ricky Hatton? I didn't. Ricky Hatton. I haven't, no. Rest in peace. Oh, that's really sad news. Oh, wow. That's really sad. Ball out to the far side for Segasic. For Portsmouth. The number 10 cuts back inside. Hope everyone's safe and well though watching. Another good win yesterday. And if I was Wilder, I would turn Sheffield United down for getting rid of him in the last season. Yeah, I would as well, but he won't because he's a Sheffield United fan, isn't he? I'm going to go for 3 minutes added on at the end of the first half, says Jembo. Let us know in the chat how long you think will be added on at the end of the first 45 minutes. Yeah, I think there'll be quite a long time. I'll go 5 minutes. Because the injury to Schmid, of course, having to be withdrawn for Kickoff. Ogilvie as well, the clash of heads there. Maybe about 4 minutes. 4 minutes. 4 or 5, I think. 3, 4, 5, maybe. Yeah, so far, Southampton like their possession game, but Portsmouth have come to St Mary's and put their stamp on the game. Dominating possession here and playing with a purpose, you know. Some really, really nice football John Mousinho side is playing. They're going to be a real tough side this season. I do think they could finish in the top half. One of the sides that have really gone about their business this summer really well. Long ball over to the left-hand side and out of play from Kickoff. First half stoppage times are normally small compared to second half. Oh yeah, 100%. Because in the second half though, more players tend to time waste to get to 90 quicker. Long throw in. Headed by Swift. Into midfield, it drops nicely for Segasic. Got Chaplin in support. Edge of the box here for Portsmouth. Swift keeps it moving. Swanson on the right hand side. Back to Swift. Thinks twice about delivering a cross in and goes the long way round to the left hand side for Shaughnessy. Now Josh Murphy goes inside. Finds Chaplin. The spaces are appearing here in Portsmouth. This is looking good. Ball into the centre. All the way through. Oh my word. Turn behind for a corner by Ryan Manning. But for a second it looked like that was going in the bottom corner. A really, really good attack that time. Once again from Portsmouth. And Southampton on the back foot. It looked like that was 1-0 Portsmouth. So corner kick Portsmouth. They're piling on the pressure here. So the first half's been quite entertaining. We've had a a bottle top or a vape thrown at Josh Murphy for a corner. The managers have been arguing. We've had a Portsmouth goalkeeper try and cut his left back with a horrendous tackle. You've had it all, apart from a goal. Out to the left-hand side. Ball goes in. Punched away by Bazunu. Still alive for Portsmouth though. A lot going on in the middle of the park. Referee finally blows up for a Southampton free kick. Inside the Southampton half, just about. Danny, who's it for Rip My Takeaway? Rip My Takeaway, what a show that is. Great show. Unfortunately, it won't be continuing though, will it? After everything that happened. Here's Murphy. Probably been Portsmouth's best player first half. Josh Murphy. Another free kick this time for Southampton. Just over the halfway line. Roerslev will take it. Back inside to Downs. Keeping the ball moving here. 11 people watching. Thanks all for tuning in on this Sunday afternoon. Hopefully you're all safe and well. Kill Up collects that one. I don't think Southampton have had a touch in the Portsmouth box so far this half. I might be wrong, but if they have, it's definitely one or two. I don't think there has been one though. I can't remember. In comparison, Portsmouth have definitely had about, I'd say, as many as 10 touches in the opposition's box. Portsmouth fans singing Football in a Library. They've only had to make the 16-mile trip today for this one. It's one of the most anticipated games of the season. When the fixtures were released, I bet this was the first one they were all searching for. And match week 5, very soon into the season. Here's Murphy. Down the line it goes, still going. Ball into the box once again, flicked all the way through, shot! Wide. Colby Bishop, his eyes lit up. The Pompey captain almost scored a historic goal for his side. Once again, it's Murphy on the left-hand side. The creator. He won't be at Portsmouth for much longer. He is really, really, really good. Colby Bishop just doesn't get the connection he wants. Sort of slices his shot. Gets the direction on it, but not on target. And the tackles are flying in now. Advantage played for Southampton as they're on the attack. Header goes in. And that might be their first touch in the opposition's box. And Archer goes in heavy on Ogilvie. And free kick Portsmouth this time. Some risky challenges then. Yeah, the challenges are flying in. I think second half we might see a red card or something. Hopefully. Just to spice the game up. And the first yellow card of the game is for Zach Swanson, the right back for Portsmouth. Yes, a clear yellow. Bishop is underrated, I must say. Yeah, every side wants a striker like Colby Bishop. Of course, last summer he had some personal issues, didn't he? But he's backfiring for Portsmouth, which is what we like to see. Throw in this time for Southampton now. Seven minutes added on at the end of the first half here. 7 minutes. Well, I went for about 5. But 7. To be fair, there was that long injury, but once again, like where are they getting this amount of time from? There's not been 7 minutes of stoppage time. Another yellow card given away at Portsmouth. They're racking them up early doors here in stoppage time. That's the second one in a few seconds. Who's that for? Is that for Chaplin? Oh, it's Segasic, I think it is. No, Harwood Bellis shoves Segasic to the ground, so it's Harwood Bellis yellow card. Never mind. So a yellow card apiece here. Roeslev. Back it goes to Stevens. 7 minutes young flashbacks. Ah, Kieran, don't even. Don't even. Well, there just hasn't been 7 minutes though. That's the same as yesterday. There wasn't 7 minutes worthy of stoppages. There was barely 4. If 4 come on, that would have been a lot of time for yesterday. There was nothing. So still a long way to go in the first half then here. Paul, I think you might be a little bit behind on the stream. Just try and make sure you're up to date. You can watch back if you want with a bit of delay. But just put it out there. Suggestion. In case you didn't know. Ball over the top there from Murphy. And Bazunu collects. Out to Harwood Bellis. All the way to the left hand side, Manning. Out to the left hand side. Southampton have offered little to nothing in the first half, but here they go on the left hand side with Fraser to the byline. First time cross. Ogilvie heads behind for a corner. And Southampton will have another set piece here. Conor Ogilvie still with that cut on his head. And still 0-0 so far. A corner kick here for Southampton. The most goals scored from set pieces so far this season. Southampton are top of the list. So Ryan Fraser for an outspringing corner. One arm in the air. Right footed. So Paul one drops at the edge of the box, and on the counter now are Portsmouth. Red shirts flying forward. On the left hand side is Segasic. He's got Murphy ahead of him. Ah, it's a really poor pass. Really poor pass. Straight into the gloves of Bazunu. You can see what he's trying to do, but that pass was never on, was it? He just wanted Murphy to drag the players inside to create a bit of space. Downs driving forward at the heart of midfield for Southampton. Back it goes to Stevens across the back now. Will still asking for a little bit more from his side. Here's Stevens once again. Out to the right hand side for Fellows. And all the way back now. I don't. What's the point in that from Southampton? Harwood Bellis. Back across to Jack Stevens. Plenty of time on the ball. Just passing it round the edge of the box here. And back to Bazunu. Here we go down the turn with Charles. Really nice play there from Shay Charles in midfield. The spaces are starting to appear. But really good there from Poole, who clears. Back to Manning. So 2 minutes left of the first half here. It's been a very long first half. Bazunu. Stevens now. Building their way up the pitch here, Southampton, but slowly but surely. Fellows, back he goes once again. And the home fans here are getting against the players. They want a bit more urgency. You can understand why. And that's rushed. Second ball though is recovered by Shea Charles. Now Fellows. Downs keeps the ball moving. Downs to Charles again. To Fellows. Ball into the centre. Shot! Oh, what a save. First shot of the game for Southampton. And it's a good save. First save of the game for Portsmouth. Killup gets down. Who does it come off? I think it's a shot. But does it come off Archer? It does. Just trying to be clever and flick it up. It sort of takes the sting out of the shot, doesn't it? Very nice move, to be fair, from Southampton. And they finally got their first shot on target of the game. That was much better from the Saints. And they showed the replay of it, but they've just cut the cameras back to the game as a free kick here to Portsmouth in a real promising position to get a ball into the box here. Southampton hold their line at the edge of the D. Last involvement of the first half, you'd think. It's John Swift to take. One arm in the air, 8 on his back. Out to the right hand side he goes to change the angle, and that's a real waste. Chaplin fouls Manning as the free kick was taken. And the chance is gone straight away. Pointless. That's just where you got to be. You just got to use your head a bit, don't you? So ref should blow up for half time here. And he does. Half time in this one. It's 0-0. Portsmouth being the better of the two sides, but Southampton with the last opportunity of the half. 0-0 in the derby, but I think there's still potential for this one to really take off in the second half. Dazell's shot cannoned off the bar. Josh Murphy had a vape thrown at him, or a coin or something thrown at him as he was going to take the corner. We've had quite a lot go on in the first half here at St Mary's, but on the pitch, the score remains level, 0-0. Yet to get the first goal in the South Coast Derby in 2025. Right, let's get the halftime quiz ready for you all. If you are new to the channel, you don't know how it works. Basically, I'll read the question out twice. Get your answer in the chat, and we'll get half time going as quick as we can, because no one really likes a half time break, do we? It's quite boring all the time, so we'll try and make it a bit more fun. Great first half despite no goals. Yeah, it was pretty good, to be fair. Okay, so I'm gonna go for a quiz here online. This is not what I've made, so hopefully there's some answers. It's good. Okay, here we go. First question. There are 4 options for the first one. So question number 1, the halftime quiz. Saints beat Portsmouth 3-0 at the Dell in the FA Cup third round back in 1996. Who scored a double that day? A. Gordon Watson. B. Jim McGlinton. C. Matt Letitia. Or D. Neil Shipperley. Now, by the way, guys, I have no idea on the answer on these as well, so we'll find out together. Hopefully it gives us the answers, that'd be very helpful. So question number 1. Saints beat Pompey 3-0 at the Dell in the FA Cup third round back in 1996. Who scored a double that day? A. Gordon Watson. B. Jim McGlinton. C. Matt Letitia. Or D. Neil Shipperley. Get your answers in for this one. 1996, rolling back the years. Kieran's gone for Matt Letitia. Yeah, once again, guys, it's not my quiz, so I'm going to find out the answer, same as you. So I'm going to join in for this quiz as well. I'm going to go C. It's the only name I really recognise on the list. Might have to do more online quizzes. There are quite a few out there, especially for the derbies. There's always some online. So I'm joining in this quiz as well, exposing the poor ball knowledge. So get your answers in the chat for question number 1. Jembo's going C as well. Okay, for question number 1 then. Saints beat Pompey 3-0 to Dell in the FA Cup third round back in 1996. Who scored a double that day? We've all gone for Matt Letitia. Just click it. And I think we have to wait to the end to see if that's right then. Okay. Right, so we'll have to go through all the answers, and at the end we'll go back through them. So we've got 11 questions to get through. We need to be a little bit quicker. One of Southampton's biggest wins came in a 3-0 victory in 2003. Which of these players didn't start that day? So I presume it's about the derby. A. James Beattie. B. Danny Higginbottom. C. Andreas Svensson. D. Brett Ormerod. Oh my word, my pronunciation's awful here. So question number 2 of the half-time quiz. One of Southampton's biggest wins came in a 3-0 victory in 2003. Which of these players didn't start that day? A. James Beattie. B. Danny Higginbotham. C. Andreas Svensson. Or D. Brett Ormerod. Let me know. For me, I'll go A. James Beattie for me. Jembo's gone A. Kieran's gone for D as well. If you want to get involved, feel free to. So I'm going to go for Beattie on this one. Question number 2. Question number 3. You can still join in, guys, but obviously remember your answers for each question as we go through them. If you want, put like the question number and then the answer next to it, so when we go through the answers you can see obviously like which letter you put for which answer, of course. So like 3A or something for this next one. Question number 3. Kevin Phillips scored in... Oh my word, why is it going funny? Kevin Phillips scored the goal that won Saints the game 2-1 in 2004 in the Premier League after going 1-0 down. Who got the equaliser? A. Rory Delap. B. Graham Lee Saux. C. Paul Telfer. Or D. Dexter Blackstock. So question number 3. Kevin Phillips scored the goal that won Saints the game 2-1 in 2004 in the Premier League after going 1-0 down. Who got the equaliser? A. Rory Delap. B. Graham Lasaux. C. Paul Telfer. Or D. Dexter Blackstock. I have no idea on this one. Let us know your answers in the chat. It seems to be a just Southampton quiz, this one that I've clicked on. We've got C and B as some of the answers, and I think I'm going to go for D, Dexter Blackstock on this one as well. So a range of answers here. Question number 4. Who scored a last minute winner for Southampton in an FA Cup 4th round clash that finished 2-1? A. Andreas Svensson. B. Peter Crouch. C. Matt Oakley. Or D. Kenwyne Jones. So question number 4. Who scored a last minute winner for Southampton in an FA Cup 4th round clash that finished 2-1? A. Andreas Svensson. B. Peter Crouch. C. Matt Oakley. Or B. Kenwyne Jones. For me, I'm really not sure on this one. FA Cup clash finished 2-1. Jembo and Kieran have both gone A. Something saying Kenwyne Jones for me, so I'm going to go D for that one. Kenwyne Jones. Okay, next question. Question number 5. If I'm going too quick, please let me know. Saints lost 4-1 at Fratton Park the last time they met in the Premier League. Which of these players didn't score for the hosts? A. Oh my word, some of these names to pronounce are too cool for my pronunciation. A. Diomansi Kamara. B. Yakubu. C. Aryan Di Zivu. Or D. Lemano Treza Lua. So Saints lost 4-1 at Fratton Park the last time they met in the Premier League. Which of these players didn't score for the hosts? A. Diamanzi Kamara, B. Yakubu, C. Aryan Di Ziu, or D. Lemano Trezo Lua Lua. I'm going to go... I feel like I've gone D the last few though. I'm going to go Lua Lua. A few answers coming in there for question number 5. They're really testing the pronunciation this afternoon, aren't they? The quiz. Kieran's gone A. I've gone D again for that one. Question number 6 of the halftime quiz. That 4-1 defeat was followed by another one 5 years later. This came in an FA Cup 5th round tie. But how many goals? Oh my god, I can't read. The letter on it, the font they used is awful. Okay, I'm going to restart that one. Question number 6. That 4-1 defeat was followed by another one 5 years later. This came in an FA Cup 5th round tie, but how many minutes separated all 5 goals? A. 19, B. 29, C. 39, or D. 49? So question number 6. That 4-1 defeat was followed by another one 5 years later. This came in an FA Cup 5th round tie, but how many minutes separated all 5 goals? A. 19, B. 29, 3. 39, or D. 49? I go 39 minutes, I reckon. So for question number 6, I've gone for C on that one. B and C. 5 goals, it is, but they definitely going to be close if they're going to make a question on it, surely. Okay, question number 7. The last South Coast derby at Fratton Park ended in a 1-1 draw. Who scored the goal for Nigel Atkinson's side? A. Dean Hammond, B. Billy Sharp, C. Ricky Lambert, or D. Adam Lallana. Can speak? Lallana. I tuned in just to hear Justin saying players' names. Oh dear. It's always in the Portsmouth streams as well. So question number 7 for the second time. The last South Coast derby at Fratton Park ended in a 1-1 draw. Who scored the goal for Nigel Atkinson's side? A. Dean Hammond, B. Billy Sharp, C. Ricky Lambert, or D. Adam Lallana? I'm going to go Billy Sharp B on that one. Kieran's gone C for that last one. Ricky Lambert. What a player. And Jembo's gone for B on that one. Okay, question number 8. We've got 3 to go, and then we can quickly get the answers in before the second half starts. Pompey got a last-minute equaliser the last time they met in April 2012 in the Championship. In which position did both sides finish at the end of that season? Saints first, Pompey 23rd. B. Saints second, Pompey 22nd. C. Saints third, Pompey 21st. Or D. Saints fourth, Pompey 20th. So Pompey got a last minute equaliser the last time they met in April 2012 in the Championship. In which positions did both sides finish at the end of that season? A. Saints first, Pompey 23rd. B. Saints second, Pompey 22nd. C. Saints third, Pompey 21st. Or D. Saints fourth, Pompey 20th. I'm pretty sure in 2012 Saints won the league. I'm going to go first and 23rd. I'm pretty sure that's A. Watch me get like 0 out of 11 here in the quiz. There's also basketball on tonight, 5:30, and at 9:15, NFL. Both gone for B on that one. Interesting. Okay, question number 9. In that game, in which minute did Billy Sharp give Saints the lead to make it 2-1? A, 83rd, B, 85th, C, 87th, or D, 89? So question number 9. In that same game, in which minute did Billy Sharp give Saints the lead to make it 2-1? A, 83, 83rd minute, B, 85th minute, C, 87th minute, or D, 89th minute? I'm going to go for 85th, B. Why not? Right, we've got 2 questions to go. Hopefully we can fit all these in and get the answers in. I think I've just clicked on the Southampton quiz. I thought it was going to be for both sides. 9D and 9C. Ooh, interesting. Okay, definitely a late one. Question number 10. Which of these players has not played for both Portsmouth and Southampton? So which players have not played for both Portsmouth and Southampton? A, Henry Kamara, B, Peter Crouch, C, David Connolly, or D, Dave Bersant? So question number 10. Which of these players has not played for both Portsmouth and Southampton? A, Henry Kamara, B, Peter Crouch, C, David Connolly, or D, Dave Bersant? Oh my word, they're coming out for the second half already. I'm just going to quickly change the banners. We'll finish the quiz because we've got so far into it. For that one, I'm going to go for A. So second half then, just about to begin. We will finish the quiz, guys, don't you worry. Change the banners and get the timer ready. There we go. So Portsmouth and Southampton back up on the pitch here. Kieran went B on question number 10 and Jembo went for D. Interesting. And the last question is... Okay, so question number 11 of the halftime quiz, just in time. Since their first ever competitive meeting in 1900, the two sides have played each other 70 times. There have been 15 draws, but how many have been won by the Saints? A, 22, B, 26, C, 30, or D, 34? So question number 11, the final one. Since their first ever competitive meeting in 1900, the two sides have played each other over 70 times. There have been 15 draws, but how many have been won by the Saints? A, 22, B, 26, C, 30, or D, 34? And the second half is just about to begin. There we go. Time was rolling. And we're back playing. I'm going to go for 26 for that answer as well. For that one. Oh my word, I've done awful. I have done absolutely awful. Well, just as the second half is starting, we'll quickly go through the answers to these because obviously Kieran and Jembo have done all of them. So I've got 2 out of 11 here, 18%. That is awful. Oh, please tell me you're going to show us the answers. Oh my word. Review your answers. Thank God for that. So question number 1, the answer was Jim McGlinton. Oh, it's not going to say A, B, C, or D. Oh no. Oh no. I made the A, B, C, D stuff up just to get an order. So question number 1 was Jim McGlinton. I think we all put Matt Letitia for that one though. Question 2 was Andreas Zvezdan instead of James Beattie. 3 was Dexter Blackstock. I don't think anyone else put that for that one. 4 was Peter Crouch. I think Kieran and Jembo both got that one. 5 was Jumansky Kamara. 6 was 19 minutes separated them, all the 5 goals, so Kieran might have got that one right. 7 was Ricky Lambert, so I think one of you definitely got that one right. 8, you were both right, 2nd and 22nd. 9 was the 89th minute. 10 was Henry Kamara, and 11 was 34. Well, I'm really sorry, but I've completely messed up that quiz, haven't I? I thought it was going to say like all the answers in the order they give them and which one was correct, but they just highlighted the one that was correct. Is it that difficult, like, for an online quiz to be good? I'm very sorry, people. Anyway, back to the football. I can't believe that. Got the last question right. I thought the quiz would put all the options once again and just highlight the one that was right. Yeah, I think both of you got more than me, to be fair. I was just guessing. I had no idea. Anyway, the second half is back underway, people. And Southampton moving the ball around. Hopefully some goals in the second half here. Fingers crossed. Ball out to the right hand side. Let's quickly have a look at the championship table. How would it look after a draw between these two sides if it stayed the way it is at the moment? I think that would do Swans quite well. Yeah, so Portsmouth will go up to 9th with 8 points. Level on points with 7th side Swansea. And for Southampton, they'd be 15th on 6 points. 1 win, 3 draws, 1 defeat would be their record. Portsmouth's record would be 2-2-1 in terms of 2 wins, 2 draws, 1 defeat. Not bad. Fellows in the corner. Loses the ball. And it looks like Williams. Was that a half-time substitution? It was. So Jordan Williams is on a left back for Connor Ogilvie. I was going to say, I don't remember him playing first half. In the box, it goes there for Portsmouth. Away by Southampton. Archer now charging down. Really good recovery though by Shaughnessy. Really good. Big tackle that to stop Archer in his tracks. What place is Millwall? Millwall are 13th, which isn't too bad considering the games they've had. 2 wins, 1 draw, 2 defeats, 7 points. 2 points off 6th place Coventry. How's Sheffield Wednesday doing this season? Sheffield Wednesday 1 point in 23rd. Not bottom though. That's Sheffield United. So, what minute, guys, do we think the first goal's going to come in? If there is going to be a goal, what minute do we think is going to come in? For me, I think we get a goal in the next 10 minutes. I think 54. Something's telling me 54. And a ball over to the left-hand side is Archer. Into the box here. Corner 1 for the host. Swanson has to put it behind. Sheffield Wednesday doing better than Sheffield United, at least, yeah. That is very true. First goal, 62nd minute, says Jimbo. Ooh. Corner kick then for Southampton. From the left-hand side, out swinger. Only their 3rd of the game so far. Manning to take it. Referee has to sort something out in the box before the corner can go in. It's between Swanson and Stevens. Pompey get first goal, 62, Saints 71, then Pompey won at 86. Big prediction there. Manning delivers it, doesn't beat the first man, but it's still alive with Fraser. Albeit he has had to go backwards to his keeper Bazunu. Out to the right hand side, Portsmouth stepping up the defensive line. Goes long, header flip backwards, and Killup is in no man's land. Archer! It's still in there, away. How have they not scored? Cameron Archer, it should be 1-0. And now on the counter attack, there's men forward for the Blues of Portsmouth, and it's a poor pass out to the right hand side. It's all happening. It is all happening. Cameron Archer and Southampton will not believe how they've not scored. Killup was in no man's land. And now on again, on the left hand side, is Fraser. Gone backwards to Charles. There's an edge about this game now. Charles Away by Swanson. This game really is taking shape now. Harbour Bellis has a big tackle. They're flying in now in Southampton on the right. Looking to get across into the centre. Roeslev finds Fellows. Azaz is in support. Fellows goes the long way round. Fellows. Shot is blocked. It's going to go out for a throw in to the Saints now. This game really is taking shape. It's heating up like we expected it to in the second half. It's still 0-0 for now, but you get the feeling that we are just minutes away from a goal in this one. And if there is a goal, please don't spoil it in the chat. Come on, you Reds. Rings around St Mary's as the home fans find their voice after a disappointing first half. And on the left hand side they go with Azaz. Finds Flynn Downs. Advancing through the thirds now to the far side. Ball into the centre it goes. And away. And Kieran says Isaac's not on the squad for a Liverpool game against Burnley. Wow, interesting. All that money for a new debut against Burnley. Scrinton says Portsmouth to score first. Well, at the moment it's anyone's game, but that's a good prediction. Interesting. They have been the better of the two sides today so far. Shay Charles. Out to the left hand side. Manning finds Finn Azaz now. The blue shirts trying to stay switched on here. Throw in to Southampton. Showing that clip again. There's a header backwards from Regan Poole. Feeds in Archer, who just tries to put it back into the box. I don't think he's actually trying to shoot. And he uses left foot anyway. And from the left hand side, it makes it more difficult for himself. Shaughnessy was on the goal line, but Portsmouth were able to clear their lines. That's as close as Southampton have come to a goal so far. For Portsmouth, they've hit the bar in the first half, but no side really has tested either keeper that much in the game. We've seen a few mistakes, but both sides have got away with them so far. 54 minutes played at St Mary's. Harbour Bellis. Let's quickly just read into some of the previous score lines between the two sides. So the last three fixtures. One was in the Carabao Cup at Fratton Park, 4-0 Southampton. The last one at St Mary's was a 2-2 draw on the 7th of April 2012. There was a goal scored for Southampton in the 89th minute, and then an equaliser in the 90th minute for Portsmouth, just seconds after. The last game in the Championship between the two sides at Fratton Park was a 1-1 draw. And there was late drama there, an 84th minute equaliser. Big game. Big stuff here. Free kick to Portsmouth on the left hand side. And Southampton going to hold their line just at the edge of the D. Ball floated in for Portsmouth towards the back post. It's gone away through to Colby Bishop. Into the box it goes, fired in. It's still in there. Goes out to Murphy, whose cross is blocked, and it's gone out for a Portsmouth throw in. 56 minutes played. You really feel the intensity building here. Yeah, second half, Southampton have come out a different side from the first half. They just weren't on it first half whatsoever. But Portsmouth still putting in a really good performance, and they have been the better of the two sides today so far. But of course in football you don't always get what you deserve. It's a harsh game. Boy, midfield here is Downs. Goes all the way through now to Azaz, edge of the box. To the byline he goes. Ball in. Heads go up and away. And free kick given away of Portsmouth. Finally a break in play. We had plenty of breaks in play in the first half, but second half, not too many until now. And we kill up once again for this free kick for the away side. Down it goes to the left hand side, all the way through to Murphy. Murphy tries to flick it over the corner, but Bazunu is able to read that one. Here's Manning. Back it goes to Harwood Bellis. And to the right hand side, this is a promising attack with numbers going forward for Southampton. Archer, here's Azaz. Brilliant tackle. What a tackle that is from Portsmouth's Zach Swanson. And Swanson's advancing forward here. Out to the right hand side on the counter. Segasic. Forced backwards. Just to slow it down a little bit and take a breath. Well, it's a big tackle from Zach Swanson, that one. Because Azaz, in the central area, you'd back him to score from there. After the last two clubs he's been at, he's been in terrific form. Both Middlesbrough and Plymouth Argyle. Long ball there for Regan Poole. Up towards Bishop. Finds Chaplin. Chaplin, ball into the box. Segasic goes down. Huge appeal for a penalty, but you don't see them given. They never get given. And now it's back moving for Southampton. With 31 minutes to play here at St Mary's. And no one is taking their eyes off this one. First half was very good actually. But second half, there's just a different feel to it. It's like both sides now really are at war with each other. And they want the bragging rights for this one. Bazunu to Fraser. What a pass that is. Fraser to the right hand side. It's Azaz. Fellows is inside. He's found him. Fellows. Cross is blocked and it's a corner. Southampton once again. Dazelle isn't too happy for Portsmouth. He's complaining. But a corner here to Portsmouth. We're piling the pressure on. "30 minutes to play. And another attack here for Portsmouth. The stadium will erupt if they score in that away end. Here is Manning. Dribbled out of play there from Ryan Fraser. Goal kick to Portsmouth. So into the 60th minute then. Let's quickly just check the poll in the live chat as well. What was everyone's predictions for this one? Let's have a look. So the live poll, 16 votes. Southampton win 31%. 19% say it's going to be a draw. 50% for the Portsmouth win at the moment in this one. Interesting stuff. So goal kick now for Southampton. Bazunu goes short to Jack Stevens. High press there from Portsmouth. And it's Swift, who is dispossessed now. Fellows. Backwards he goes for Southampton. All the way back to Bazunu. Fires out to the right hand channel. Poole. Poor pass there from Downs. We don't say that too often about the Southampton number 4. way back now to Kickoff for Portsmouth. They're just trying to take the sting out of this game, aren't they? Howard Bellis. Down it goes. Shea Charles. Well, how long until we get some attacking changes for either side? How long until the game changers enter the field of play? Southampton, their bench is very strong. So is Portsmouth, to be fair. They've got players that can change the game. Raddad, welcome in. He says, come on, Pompey. Back in. Portsmouth on Derby Day. How are we doing, Raddad? Excited for the game on Wednesday? Here's Fraser. Advancing through here on the left-hand side. The blue shirts are back. And Manning, eyes up the cross. In it goes. It's a good one. Shaughnessy gets it away, but it's back to Manning, who will have a second bite at the cherry. Finds Fraser instead this time. Fraser, ball into the centre. Goes all the way through to Roeslev. And that's a really good tackle by Murphy, who's got the legs to run and got the pace to beat Roeslev. Inside, outside, he's twisting him. And he wins a throw-in for Portsmouth there. There's a lot of players warming up now for either side. We'll want to get involved in this one. Looking forward to Wednesday. Can't wait. Cannot wait. I'm sort of glad you've got Ange and not Nuno, because I feel like we've got a bit more of a chance now. Under Nuno, I think you would have won and probably battered us. But under Ange, I don't know. There's always that feeling that he's just that type of manager that how do I put it? Especially early days as well. Like they can have an off day. Anyone can have an off day, but at Tottenham we saw his sides have an off day more often than not, really, didn't we? So I do think that you're there for the taking on Wednesday. It could be a really, really good game. Flynn Downs is the latest Southampton player to enter the referee's book. Free kick, Portsmouth on the left-hand side. Southampton hold their line just inside the box. Ball into the centre. It's a good one. All the way through. And that's a free header from Poole. Just didn't get it on target. I think the Swans could do it. Not sure about Ange. Yeah, it's a very strange appointment, isn't it? Very strange. What I have said, it's a good thing we're not playing you in Ange's second season at Forest, because we all know he wins trophies. So we could do it on Wednesday. It's a huge game for us, though. I imagine it's a big game for Forest as well, though, because in the league, of course, this year they've got European football also to go with. So usually when teams have European football, their league finish sort of slips a little bit. You want silverware this year. It's a big club for us, so the Carabao Cup will be a big opportunity for you guys. So yeah, that'll be. I'm sure you guys will take it seriously, and not just feel like the kids or anything. I hope you do put a good side out, to be honest, because it makes it more interesting for everyone involved, then, doesn't it? Yeah, I'm excited though. Really excited. Going down with all my mates as well. Got everyone to go. So a few drinks before the game as well. Throw in to Southampton here. Roeslev for the throw-in. 66 minutes on the clock here at St Mary's. Throw in to Fellows. Fellows, ball into the centre. At the back post is Fraser. He was awaiting. And now he's on the ball again, Fraser. Finds Charles. Charles. A direct pass, that one into the feet of Archer, but didn't come to anything. Cleared away by Portsmouth. Back to Stevens. We've got a quarter of the game left to play. Long ball forward, and Killip should get on the end of that one, and he does. Collects that one well. Can't be easy being a goalkeeper. Being called upon in a big game like this. After, of course, Nicholas Schmid was withdrawn midway through the first half. And the referee blowing up here. Yellow card to Roislev, I believe. What was that for? Ah, yeah, clear yellow. There's just so much going on. Fair play to the referee for spotting that. I'm watching it on the TV and I can't even spot that. Fair play to him. Yeah, the ref's been pretty good today, to be fair to him. Not been many talking points at all. And when you don't have to mention the ref, usually it means they've had a good game. Hugh Swanson. Out to Segasic. Segasic cuts inside this time. Plays a nice ball forward. Oh, what an interception from Harwood Bellis. And now on the counter, Southampton with Fraser out to the right. Azaz, he's got the legs to get there. He'll beat Shaughnessy to it. He's got support with Fellows. Fellows with Downs. Back out to Azaz. There's red shirts in the centre. And that cross is really poor. And he'll go out for a goal kick for Killip. Really poor there from Finn Azaz. So 22 minutes to play. John Mousinho turns around and looks at his bench. Looks at the options he's got. Let's quickly have another look at the benches. If you're the manager of either Portsmouth or Southampton, who would you be looking at to bring on? From a Southampton point of view, their bench is absolutely stacked. Robinson, Cienza, Stewart, Armstrong, any of them would do a job. Portsmouth ball in the box and it's gone behind for a corner. Corner kick to Pompey. As for Portsmouth on their bench, they've already had to make 2 changes in this game. They've got likes of Florian Bianchini on loan from Swansea on their bench. Yang as well. Kirk. I don't know too much about some of these players, but Marlon Pack, of course, ex-Cardiff player. He knows a lot about the South Wales derby. Often on the losing side, it must be said, at Cardiff. Had to get that one in there. Corner kick then for Portsmouth. And it goes towards the back post. It's a good ball. It's not cleared away. Still bouncing Dazelle. Dazelle tries to put one back in the box. It's away by the red shirts of Southampton. And all the way back now to Killip. Between the sticks. 20 minutes to go then of the South Coast derby. The first one in over 13 years. In the league anyway. In the league. Of course we had the one in the League Cup. But the League ones of course always mean a bit more. Well, sort of. Every derby means a lot, doesn't it? Matt Letizia here this afternoon, supporting his former side. Back to Killip. Killip hasn't really been tested in this game. He's had to make 1 save since he's come on, of note. And that's about it for him, really. Advantage played, Southampton driving forward with Flynn Downs. Flynn Downs into the box now. Big tackles coming in from Connor Chaplin. That is fantastic. From the lad on loan from Ipswich, who's come back to Portsmouth this season and goes back in though for Southampton. They've kept the attack alive and Josh Murphy this time able to clear. They still can't get the ball after they clear it. Manning. Deep ball in towards the back post is kept alive. Fellows over the bar and wide. But it's deflected wide for a corner to Southampton. And the Saints fans behind the goal believe this is their time to strike against their fierce rivals. Big block actually. That camera angle the first one doesn't do it justice. The second one is fantastic. It was an off-the-ball tackle from John Swift, who jumped on the back of the Southampton player, Azaz, to stop him in his tracks getting forward. So Swift has been yellow carded as well. This game's got that bite to it, and the longer it goes on, the more action, of course, we get. In years gone by, of course, the last two league derbies in the Championship between these two sides have had very late drama. And this is a concern for Portsmouth because Kickoff, the goalkeeper, who's been substituted on for the first goalkeeper, Schmid, Kickoff, the substitute goalkeeper, has now gone down. So this is not promising signs. Where's the remote for the light? Might need a bit brighter. It's so dark and gloomy outside. It's pouring down. Oh my word! Yeah, it's not a nice day out there. It's staying in for football today. Is that a good one? What does that do? I've got a new light, people, and I'm just trying to figure out really the different settings on it. Oh, that's much more. That's better. That's natural lighting. Yeah, it's horrible outside. Absolutely horrible. It's winter already, people. You know, it's not even 20 to 2, and I needed to turn the light on. That's when you know it's the summer's gone. Okay, a few changes now for Southampton to report. It's going to be a change for Karen Archer and Flynn Downs, both departing for Will Still. Ross Stewart's coming on. Adam Armstrong coming on. They're going for it, yeah. And is that Azaz coming off as well? Oh wow, they're going for it. So Downs off for Yanda, making his debut potentially. Armstrong off for Archer. And Stewart on for Azaz. Wow. They really have rolled the dice here. Southampton. And for Portsmouth, they're going to make a change of their own. A double change as well. 24. Devlin's going to come on. And I can't quite see who's behind him. Ball on the far side here for Southampton. Portsmouth yet to make their changes. Ball with Shea Charles. They've gone with a different approach now, Southampton. They're going for the game. They want the 3 points. There's nothing to lose. I just think we get late drama here. 1 or 2 late goals. I sort of hope Portsmouth get the first goal. Because I do think if they go behind, I don't see them getting an equaliser. Bazunu's come a long way there to win that header. And out of play it goes. Good sweeper keeper. Alright then, corner. Substitution. Yes, for Portsmouth. A double change. So John Swift is being withdrawn. And Segasic also being withdrawn for the away side here. So on comes Leroux from South Africa and Devlin on as well. So Leroux, Devlin, let me just try and find his name. How do you pronounce it? Leroux, okay. Leroux and Devlin on. Can they be the game changers? It's also worth pointing out that no one in both of the squads has ever played in a South Coast derby for either side before. So everyone involved today has been involved in their first ever South Coast derby. So that is very, very interesting. I mean, the last one in the cup was 6 years ago. Long shot into the gloves of Bazunu. Devlin, he's just come on and his eyes lit up. He saw the headline. It was an easy one for Bazunu to take that one. Final 14 minutes. Ball is back to Bazunu. Out to Manning. Ryan Manning. He's scored already a few important goals this season for Southampton. winning that left back spot, or sort of left wing back spot, when it's been in the past few weeks over Wellington. Well, I don't think it's involved today. Here's Armstrong. He's got Stewart ahead of him. Adam Armstrong. Shot blocked. Out to the left-hand side. Southampton still have the ball with Manning. Stewart on the turn. Now it's Yander. Back out to the left-hand side for Fraser. Fraser, ball in the box. Cleared away. And now Manning. Manning to Charles. Fraser. Into the box it goes. All the way through. And away. Out of play it goes. Ball goes back here to Kickoff. And slices that clearance. Out of play, and it's played in quickly from Southampton, from Manning to Armstrong. Manning floats one into the box, away, and away by Bishop once more. Here is Harwood Bellis, out to the right hand side for Stevens. Long ball over the top. Into the box it goes, Fellows! Goes down, a big appeal, that's never a pen. Brilliant tackle from Jordan Williams to Portsmouth. Huge tackle. Tom Fellows into the box, yeah, brilliant tackle. Brilliant tackle. In the final 10 minutes to go. Fraser to take the corner here. In it goes. Roslev skews his pass, and it's a header there from Williams. Up towards Chaplin. Chaplin recovers well after being dispossessed. Southampton still on the ball. Final stages of the game. Fellows now. Fellows. And Southampton really finding their groove here in the final stages to try and win this derby. And that's gone out for a goal kick to Pompey. Apparently it should have been a corner. It did look close. Get another angle here. Oh yeah. Clearly should have been a corner. Refs had a stinker there. And another double change for Portsmouth. Robinson coming on. For Southampton. How have I got that mixed up? Cienza and Robinson coming on for the Saints. 9 minutes and 90 to play. Back it goes to Bazunu. Cleared down the line. One back in midfield. Out to the right hand side now. Good play here from Southampton. They're going through the gears here. Out to the left hand side. And that was offside from Ryan Fraser. Free kick Portsmouth, and now the changes will come on for Southampton. So here we go. The final roll of the dice from Will Still. Cienza on for Fraser. So Fraser off for Robinson, and Fellows off for Cienza. So both wingers being changed. Cienza the Brazilian, Robinson the Englishman on for Southampton here to try and win the derby. Here's Kickoff. Header won by Yanda. Back to Shaughnessy. I think my score prediction of 3-3 is out the window. Ball in the box. Oh, it's just gone wide. So close to the opener. It's offside anyway. It is offside anyway. Take a look up. And there was a good ball into the box there from Murphy once again. It's a great call from the official. He is offside. It's Colby Bishop in the centre who was offside. Ball out to the left hand side. Flicked on there by Stewart. Into midfield it goes now, and out to the left it's dispossessed. Williams finds Murphy. Murphy goes down and free kick. Portsmouth, and Will still on the side of the pitch is fuming with that decision. Likewise is some of the Southampton fans and players. Will still cannot believe that one, and he's going to go in the referee's book here. Yellow card for the Southampton manager. Not a happy man. And the Southampton faithful call the referee what they think he is after that decision. I don't think that is a foul. Yeah, Yanda's fine there. Commentator agrees, not a foul. Ball out to the right hand side. Manning wins the header. Free kick given the way of Southampton after an offside call. Well, we've had some late goals in this game before. The final few moments here. Kickoff comes a long way to win that one, but does just that. Brave goalkeeping there from the Portsmouth number 30. Final moments here. It is absolutely horrendous outside. It's awful. Throw in for Southampton. It seems quite nice in Portsmouth, in Southampton, sorry, compared. Roeslev finds Cienza. Ball in the box, away by Poole. Cleared out for a throw in. Is there another live today? It's such a wet day. No, this will be the only live of the day, unfortunately. It's a horrible day. Here is Robinson. Ball into the box towards the back post. Still alive in there. Portsmouth players rush to the ball. Make sure they get there first. Devlin does. And a throw in to Portsmouth as well. Portsmouth have battled really well today. Final 4 minutes of the 90. How long will we get added on? I think there'll be quite a bit. I think 6 minutes. 6 minutes added on at the end of the second half. So Kickoff here for the free kick. And he's straight out of play from Kickoff. The Southampton fans are loving that. Manning throwing. Away by Murphy up to Colby Bishop. Bishop holding up really well. Referee lets the play continue after a few off the ball tackles. Cienza goes down and wins a free kick to Southampton inside his own half. Yeah, one chance. Surely this game will not just end 0-0. Surely. It's been built up too well to end 0-0, this one. Manning goes backwards here. Across to Stevens. Goes long. Searching for Robinson, who can't do anything about that one. He's gone out of play. I tell you what, it is freezing in here. The winter months really are coming close. And horrible weather, man. How is it this bad? It's only September. Back it goes here to Bazunu. Finds Manning. Down line it goes. Cienzo goes down once again and has won another free kick for Southampton. Swanson's not too happy either. The play continues here. You just get the feeling with that the past record in the game, the last two derbies, there's gonna be a bit of late drama here. You just get that feeling. Manning for the free kick at the halfway line. Every Portsmouth player back defending this one. Head away, but not clear. Manning. And likewise, almost every Southampton outfield player is forwards. Cienza. Back it goes to Charles. Bishop is fast in his press. And one back here by Portsmouth. Into midfield. Swanson to Delvin. Leroux doing well but lost possession at the last moment. Manning now and Southampton trying to find the winner. Into the 89th minute. Southampton have left it late so far at home this season. Against Wrexham they left it late to turn that game around. Is there still hope for them? Or is it going to be the neighbours who spoil the party? Or are we destined for a 0-0 finish here? Swanson for the throw in here. From the right back position, down the line it goes. Charles flicked on and away it goes by Portsmouth up towards Bishop. Bishop brings it down and Bishop out to the left hand side. Portsmouth able to get players up and this could win it with Murphy in the box. Oh, it's just wide. It is just wide. Josh Murphy, almost the hero. Only 4 minutes added on here. Only 4 minutes. There's still time, but it's not a lot of it. Players slotted in, that could have gone anywhere. Southampton living life on the edge. Swanson, he's sliced his clearance down the line. So final 4 minutes of the game. We've almost played one and once again it's Portsmouth going forward with Chaplin. Chaplin, poor pass. They've regained possession here with Murphy. Players charging into the centre. Blue shirts flooding forward. It's Murphy on the outside. He's won a corner. 4 minutes, 3 left to play. These Pompey fans believe this could be their chance. Play up Pompey, rings around from the away end here at St Mary's. Corner, Portsmouth. There's a queue of blue shirts in the box. A lot of pushing going on. Josh Murphy to take, right footed. Is this to win it? And it goes away by Stevens. Out as far as Dazelle. And it goes again. Bazunu collects that one. And now he's going to go on the counter. Armstrong's waiting. Williams wins the initial header. Forced forward by Devlin. Now Manning. 2 minutes of the 4 added on to play. Ball on the far side. Stevens is running through the whole Portsmouth side here. Yanda now. There's still time in this one. It'll be the latest of winners. Free kick Southampton. Cienza goes down once again. And you think this will be one of the last opportunities in this, threatening to kick off between Stevens and Poole. Final 80 seconds. Ryan Manning to take the free kick. We've seen this script before. Portsmouth hold the line on the penalty spot. Is it time for Southampton to win it? With Manning. Ball into the box. Keeper goes for it. He's in no man's land and it's gone behind. For a Southampton corner. Final 45 seconds to play. This surely will be one of the last chances of the game. Some big players in there for Southampton. They've left it late before. And they've left it late in the derby. Headers over the bar. From Taylor Howard-Bellis. And I think that will be that in the derby. It looks like that will be that for Will Sill's side and John Mousinho. Been a much better second half in terms of both sides going for it. First half it was all Portsmouth. And Killop now, as he releases this ball, it should be full time in the derby. And not yet. Referee still allowing play to continue. Well, still we go on here at St Mary's. Southampton throw in. And that is full time. Well, I don't know why he left that last 20 seconds on there. It ends 0-0 in the South Coast derby. Highly anticipated. And you can see what it means. A very, very close game. Which ends level in the end. Southampton were poor in the first half. Pompey the better of the two sides overall, I'd have to say. But Southampton weren't on their best game today, but they don't lose it. And that's what's important in any game, especially the derbies. For Portsmouth, they come close multiple times. They hit the post. They hit the bar. Josh Murphy was outstanding today as well, but no one able to keep up with his pace and get on the end of his crosses. Very good game. Very good game, and I cannot wait for the return fixture already in January at Fratton Park. It ends Southampton 0, Portsmouth 0 in the South Coast derby. The first one in the Championship for 13 years. But it ends level once again between these two sides, these two rivals who absolutely hate each other. Portsmouth will make the 16-mile journey back home, and they'll finish today in a higher league position than their rivals. That'll be enough for them, I'm sure, for now, until January at least. A few arguments off the pitch between Will Still and some of the John Mousinho coaching staff. Both sides clap their fans. And there we go. So I want to say a massive thank you to everyone that's tuned in this afternoon for this one. Southampton 0, Portsmouth 0 in the end. You can see it means so much to everyone involved in this derby. Alright, I'm off. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next one very soon, guys. Take care, stay safe as always. I'll see you in the next one. Southampton Portsmouth, it ends 0-0. See you in the next one, guys. Take care. Goodbye.